This is the album that we call Elements. This will surely bring you peace, where we tell the truth in a creative way through air, earth, fire, and water. This is the album that we have created together, hand in hand, that will speak our truth, that will establish our brand. Whoosh. I move through the air with my hair as free as I want. The breeze moves me, but then it comes to a stop that stalls me in my glory, my life, my hope, my freedom. I have to wait until the breeze picks me up again. But until then, I have to wait. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Still has yet to come. I'm scared. You are? Yes, I am. I need to hear with me. How am I to be free and have the world see my beauty? What am I without this breeze? Stand still, I say, for surely it will pick me up. Angst is what I feel, for I will always stand still. Whoosh! Why do I need the air? Why do I need a breeze? Is this something I need or something that has been bestowed upon me? Who am I without this? Who am I without that? I wonder. Whoosh! As people walk by, they never stop to see me standing by. They walk right past me and never say hi. Hi to you and hi to you. Back in time when people didn't say hi. Let me remember this time and retrace my steps. 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1, 3, 2, 1. Back in the time where my people were once invisible. My people, yes, black, smart, creative, beautiful blackness. Blackness, oh how I love it so. Our chocolate caramel talky skin. We were thrown into this hateful society that has refused to see our talent and only our skin. Now instead of seeing any, they refuse to see us at all. They have turned us into vapor so no one can see. Whoosh! Yes, this was an epiphany. We are the air, we are the breeze, we are the thing that people cannot see. We could be strong or soft, we are hated or loved, we are air. People walk by without acknowledging us, categorizing us as the same and blending us together just like air. They cannot see our beauty because they think it's invisible. They cannot see our emotions because they think they are invisible. But is it invisible? No, it's not. For this is what white society has wanted to see us. The absence of blackness will only cause harm, as we are a unit that is a tight bond. Though invisible to them, we are not invisible to our brothers, sisters, mothers, and fathers. I am the air alongside my community that's cruising by. I am the breeze that people walk by. I am the air that will move once again. I am the breeze that moves towards a change.
Ashes to ashes, from the burned cotton in rebellions to the dry knees of the children playing ball in the streets of Harlem. Embers, a soft purr of a fire that once was, but continues to be, ready to kindle itself back into a forest fire. A bonfire for the storytellers, a burning log in the fireplace, a propane flame under a pot on the stove, a torch into the sky in protest, a small fire licking the bristles of a metal comb, a cigarette sitting in a pair of chapped lips. Ashes to ashes, rags to riches. My brother says he won't make it unless he can play ball, because he can't rap. A grown man that came into our home as if he was an orphan, while his single mother works 3 jobs to keep him alive. Because the white hands of my mother are adorned with diamonds, hot pink manicured nails. She says her hands can heal the broken, comfort the lost, stop the bleeding of bullet holes, which they have. So she keeps them outstretched to anyone she pities, holds her arms out wide to anyone who she thinks needs a home. Shows me and my siblings the bad parts of town to make us grateful for what we have. Because these people, sitting on the porches of their shotgun houses that they call home, don't have a pot to piss in, not a single candle to keep them warm, not a chance in hell, no way. So we watch them from the inside of our Volkswagen. But the ashes of their cigarettes collect on the creaking wooden floors, a fire hazard, but a soft place to land when the wind slips in through the broken windows, the back door that's cracked open, a spiral, picking up towards the moonlit sky. It rises, like a phoenix that people like me tried to hide, tried to smother the embers, tried to put it out, tried to ignore the burning fires that approach them, claim that fire isn't hot, while sitting in a tower of stolen riches and bulletproof glass. red, white, and blue are the colors of life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness until they are flashing in the rearview mirror, and then suddenly the road is no longer in view, and all you can see is the golden gleam at the end of a barrel of a city-issued Glock 22. Raising your hands is a sign of your innocence that the killer does not think you have. Bullets rain down like a midsummer hailstorm, the stench of gunpowder in the vents, hot metal piercing the skin of a father, leaving scars like Killmonger, a scar for everyone killed, wrongly, in the name of the law. Michael Brown, Sandra Bland, Trayvon Martin, Katherine Johnston, Tamir Rice. What if my brother is next? Curious, and now worried, I asked the father if it hurt, if these scars still bleed, and he said, not like they used to. I often wonder what I can do to help, daydreaming of flying into the Congo, washing the feet of little black babies with flies in their eyes, holding them to my chest, letting them know they're worth it, as if no one has already told them that. I've wanted to invite them to my home, rescue the children I saw on Green Street and Constitution Boulevard, playing with sticks instead of toy guns, deflated basketballs instead of footballs and PlayStations. But I wonder what my white hands could do, what it means to hold the hands of those black children I've been taught to see as nothing but sources of unwavering pity, even if they too play with plastic guns in their front lawns, in the neighborhoods with white picket fences that look like the white smile of my mother when she offers her hand to the son of a single working mother, the white smile of a cop posing with a black schoolboy for the town newspaper, the white smile of the recent graduate of a private liberal arts school as she cradles a black baby in Africa, not even looking into its eyes, just the lens of the iPhone camera which captures the moment. I ask myself, what can I do? What can I do to help? What can I do? Should I bake bread to break with my neighbors in the projects, separated from them by a generation's old red line? Should I even cross that line? What if I do? Ashes to ashes, a phoenix rises, wings wide, bright, orange, hot, charring the wood on the floor, blowing out the broken windows, shining through the crumbling cinder block walls. My brother watches, feeling the warmth of the fire on his face, the phoenix pressing its face into his chest and burning a hole in his new cotton shirt, only to find a bulletproof vest, a gift from my mother, 3 sizes too small. There wasn't a receipt, so he just wears it anyway, and sighs.
Blackness. Blackness is a word with many different meanings. Meanings that represent color to some, and to others, a way of life. The life of a slave, the life of segregation, or perhaps the life of a person who suffered from the mass incarceration bill. But even though, there's still a sense of beauty in the word. Blackness consumes those who believe that there is power. A word that empowers those who believe that they are not beautiful. Blackness has the power to fill people with glory and love. It is the Egyptian pharaoh who ruled the first dynasty, the first true empire the world ever saw. Blackness is the power of individuals who every day pick the cotton and bear the children, but still found time to love themselves enough to get up and do it again all over the next day. Blackness is the men and women who were turned away from a job because of the color of their skin, but called back and said, "Thank you," with a smile on their face. And blackness is the first generation of students who who are there every day fighting for the respect of a human being. Because after all, the only race is the human race. And finally, blackness is knowing where you come from and taking that knowledge to get where you're going. Dear white people, allow me to paint a picture for you. I'm gonna need you to just sit back, get comfortable, and you might want to close your eyes because I'm actually about to get real with you, and I want you to picture everything that I'm saying. Shoot, some of you may actually even get a kick out of this. Okay, let's start. I'll bring you back in time for this. Pick a year between 1500 and 1866. Come on, can't beat that hard. You have 366 years to pick from. Okay, anyways, let's say at year 1500, your portfolio consists of 34,153. By year 1866, your total should be around 12.5 million. Of course, this is if every year you are consistent and you add 34,153. From this 12 million, you subtract 1.8 million. And you may ask, why am I subtracting 1.8 million? No, I'm not taking the 1.8 million. I would never, ever do that. So let's just say that the 1.8 million was defective. This point, it's actually irrelevant. This 1.8 million is irrelevant. You still have 10.7 million left, right? With this 10.7, you are still able to grow. Each year, your portfolio keeps getting bigger and bigger, and your economic status just keeps rising. Oh, and let's not forget that you are amongst the most powerful people alive. The only complication is that you don't truly possess this initial 12.5 million. It doesn't belong to you. You can claim that you borrowed it because you never actually returned it. You forcefully took it and never gave it back. As a matter of fact, you even made things worse when you brought it back home with you. And I don't know where I stand with this, but I don't know if I should blame you or not, because it's in your nature. You have the tendency of taking and taking but never giving. And when you actually give, you are expecting something in return. Okay, but now let's get real. Let it be known that those 12.5 million refers to the enslaved African you brought to the New World. You heard that? Enslaved Africans you brought to the New World. That 1.8 million refers to the numbers of Africans that died or jumped off the ship before making it to the quote-unquote New World. Because it was actually not new. There were people living there, but it was new to you. So because it was new to you, it had to be new to everybody else, right? But anyways, let me get back to the story. You see, those 1.8 million people, they were not stupid. They knew that it was better to die than to live in captivity. They knew that once that they came to this new world of yours, the river they call life wouldn't be flowing. It would just be filled with still water. And if this is not enough for you, let's fast forward 200 years later. to the lives of those enslaved kids' kids. Now they are facing the aftermath. Centuries of dehumanization have caught up, and we people of color, we are forced to plan our every move very carefully. We are forced to live in the injustice. Freedom means nothing if you're colored. You're still evil, you're still a monster, and you are still black. My hands are up. I'm not armed. I haven't done anything wrong. I am innocent. These statements mean nothing if you're colored. Your humanity is snatched from you as your body lies on the ground unconscious, or even worse, dead. You can't dress a certain way. You can't wear your natural hair. Oh no, that's too nappy. You can't get that promotion you deserve. You can't even get the job that you have trained so much to obtain. Being black in America means living in fear. Constantly having to look over your shoulders, It means working 5 times as hard as the minority who claims that they are the majority. It means watching your voice being ratchet, less qualified. In America, being black means being less than. Yet, somehow, equality feels like oppression when you are accustomed to privilege. I think you need to hear that again, because you may be feeling oppressed. Equality feels like oppression when you're accustomed to privilege. Okay. Anyways, open your eyes. Look at me. Not at my skin color, but at me. Do you know what real pain is? Do you? If not, look into my eyes and you will see decades of suffering. Not at the one that you always quote unquote relate to have, but real pain. The one that you and your people have inflicted so long ago, that has carried out generation after generation. So no, we don't need no white savior. We need to unite. We are our own savior. If we get mad, you win. And if we don't get mad, you still win. So let's face it. We have to fight for ourselves. We people of color have the power to change our circumstances. And it's actually cute that you're trying to help, but your help means nothing if we don't want it bad enough. We're ready. We're ready to take charge. We're ready to say enough. We want it bad enough. We want to be equal. We don't want to be better than nobody. We want to be equal. So this is a message for you, white people. We're ready. And as Kendrick said it best,
if I gotta slap a pussy ass nigga, I'ma make it look sexy. If I gotta go hard on a bitch, I'ma make it look sexy. I pull up, hop out, air out, made it look sexy. They won't take me out my element.